May you always do what you're afraid to do. Hey there, how you guys doing today? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So, what are we looking at today with the cryptocurrency markets? Well, I mean, today we got, some return on these altcoins. Bitcoin's up 3.4%. I mean, yesterday as we were looking at it, I mean, it seemed like only Bitcoin Cash and Dash were going up. It was definitely getting some people start questioning their holdings and their positions. And I mean, this is kind of obvious. I mean, well, we still got a market cap over $200 billion, always a plus. But, I mean, we're looking at $15.8 billion traded in the last 24 hours. I mean, I haven't seen it this high in a very long time, if ever. I mean, this could be all new trading highs. I haven't checked it, so you'd have to double check it. Of course, I got to run off to work today. But, I mean, we still got a BTC dominance, even with everything that's happening, even with BTC being at $6,499 at the moment. We still got 53.9% dominance, and, I mean, that's still great. I mean, just like me, there's always those people that are out there that are a little more quiet and reserved, that are holding their Bitcoin and are not buying into all of this, hype that's constantly happening, that are trying to swindle people out of their Bitcoin at a cheaper price. We got Ethereum, they're up 5%, that's great. They're on the other side of $300, coming in at $317. Always a plus to see them continuing to grow. A lot of people are expecting some more growth out of them here, sooner rather than later. So as we continue to move forward, we got Bitcoin Cash coming in. Right now they got a price of $1,138. That's down 24.22% on what they were. I mean, they seen some crazy prices yesterday. I wasn't touching it, so I mean, if you made some money off of it, if you're invested in it, if this is something that you're believing in, I mean, awesome, kudos. That's amazing that you're just sitting there and you're making some value. We're going to come back to all of this stuff in a moment. As we got Ripple coming up here at 20 cents, they're up 2%. That's great. We got Litecoin coming in at $62. That's always a plus. They're up 6.4%, continuing to grow. You never know. Maybe we will see that 75 close to $100 Litecoin by the end of the year. There's a little bit of time left. It's just ticking away slowly, right? We got Dash. I mean, they're coming in at $420 right now. They're up 21.8%. Personally, I don't really have much of a Dash holdings left. I mean, if you got Dash, I mean, you're doing better. You're doing better than most at this point. And I mean, Dash has always been one of those other currencies that a lot of people are invested in. They do have their governance system, which is always a plus. We got Monero rolling up at $125. It's up 8%. We got NEM coming in at 19.6 cents. It's up 9%. We got Ethereum Classic. They made some gains yesterday. They're sliding backwards a bit, though. They're down 12.6%, but they're coming in at $15.86. Considering they had been below $15 for a while, this really isn't too bad considering that they're still on the upside. We got Zcash coming in at $271. That's up 14%. I mean, these ones that are gaining today are definitely gaining, and it's nice to see some of the money coming back into the, your positions. It makes you feel a little better, because I know a lot of people were getting scared yesterday. It was getting obvious, especially by this trading volume. We got Steam coming in at 91.7 cents. That's better. That's up 4.8%. And we got the Steam back dollar coming in at 99 cents. That's up 5.5%. That lets me know that these alts are returning back to normal. So, what are we looking at for news today on Bitcoin and Coffee? Well, first up, I mean, we kind of got the chairman of the SEC saying the same old stuff that's being constantly said. I mean, it's kind of like they keep saying it and keep saying it and keep saying it to let people know what's going on, that, you can't keep doing this stuff. But ICOs are going to be considered securities. They are going to be regulated in the United States. Therefore, you have to get a regulation license. If you haven't figured that one out by yet, I don't know what news you're watching. It's like a constant that this news is coming from the SEC constantly here in the United States. That's why a lot of ICOs won't allow U.S. participants, But, so there's more of that coming out, saying, the chairman saying that we'll have to regulate ICOs in the United States, see them as securities, they'll have to evaluate them and all of that stuff, which has been said before. But, I mean, they're pressing, more and more on this fact as we move into the future, and ICOs have constantly been growing here, especially as Ethereum has been growing. Cryptocurrency has exploded here in 2017. Regulation's going to catch up, and I mean, 2018 might be the year for some of this regulation to catch up. I definitely know that they're looking at those ICOs. I mean, you hear that news all the time, like I keep saying. So, all right, as we move forward, Bitcoin Gold. So, I mean, it launched yesterday. It happened. They've seen an all-time price high at 524. Right now, we got the price coming in around 273. That's down 27% since the launch in the last 24 hours. When it first came out, they had a mining attack on them. That's over now. It seems like the network's up and running fine. A lot of people are waiting for the release from the Ledger Nano S wallet to be able to split their coins. They have an address on the website where you can put your wallet address in and check and see, but I mean, we all know that we're getting a 1-to-1 ratio. We're kind of just waiting for our wallets to go ahead and put the thing out so that we can go ahead and split them, and then we'll have our coins, and we're going to figure out what we're going to do from there. If Bitcoin Cash hasn't taught us something, I mean, a few of us may just have learned a lesson from that and decide to hold on to this Bitcoin Gold for a while and see if this price can't do any better. I mean, they are coming in, at 273. They've seen 524, and I mean, you never know where this stuff goes in the future. So, I mean, that's great. I mean, I told you guys I had thought about mining it. I haven't set anything up. I've had a very busy weekend here. But I'm definitely going to start trying to see what I can't do after work today about getting something set up on that and see where we can't figure out. See if I can give you guys some tips and tricks, right? So, let me see. Besides that, I mean, we got transaction issues going on. I mean, we got 100,000 unconfirmed transactions, even though, I mean, segregated witness transactions are under 15%. So, I mean, as this continues and we got Bitcoin Cash price pumping, a lot of people are concerned, and, we're starting to hear that FUD, the same old stuff being rolled out. They're just changing which coin is being placed in it. First it was Ethereum, now we're looking at Bitcoin Cash. In the middle there, we had some 2x. What is the true Bitcoin? BTC is our true Bitcoin. We had a segregated witness to fix our scaling debate. It's just going to take us a little bit longer. We're just going through some of those growing pains. And as always, the Bitcoin network is being constantly attacked because it's, going to take over the world. I mean, this stuff is amazing. I mean, so everybody is out there trying to not only get all the value they can get out of it, but they're also trying to see if they can't hop on top of this thing and ride it. That's why they're trying to manipulate this and change our 2-block size, or to a 2-block size, trying to get their fast transactions, trying to make it so that the, big business can take over Bitcoin and use it as the way that they want to use. And that's why now they're trying to get us to switch over to Bitcoin Cash, and that's why this is being pumped up and everything like that is happening. I mean, you have to just make your own decision here on, what you're thinking and what you feel is happening down the future. But as always, I'm standing strong with BTC. I believe that this is going to be the Bitcoin in the future. I believe that this time of turmoil and, unconfirmed transactions and difficulty on the Bitcoin network will pass. The Bitcoin Cash, mining difficulty hard fork is coming up here. So, I mean, it is going to become less profitable. I know that the miners seem to have no loyalty and jump from chain to chain, based on which one is the most profitable. And I mean, fairly so. They have money invested in their equipment, and just like us, they're looking for a return of investment on their, money out on the equipment. So they're going to be switching chains here, trying to make the most money on it. But as always, the Bitcoin chain is going to, continue along with the same value that it is. Bitcoin Cash, the chain will level out. I mean, it cannot be more profitable than the Bitcoin chain is, and if it is, it's always a temporary matter until it becomes at parity or below. So, as always, Bitcoin is going to last the day and then last into the future, and other coins can't do that. So that's why Bitcoin is Bitcoin. That's why Bitcoin is the currency that we hold into the future. And if you like everything that's going on here on Bitcoin and Coffee, I need you to hit that subscribe button. As I see, there's constantly another new person joining the channel and subscribing, trying to get their news in 10 minutes and under, see what my thoughts are, use my help desk at eugeneforest20@gmail.com, and that's amazing. So, as always, all kinds of tools, affiliation codes, stuff to help you get free Bitcoin and Litecoin and stuff like that if you're just starting out, some free ERC20 tokens, even though you're having to do a lot more to go ahead and get those. And as always, I got donational addresses because I'm doing this for you guys. I love cryptocurrency. I love conversing with you guys out there in the crypto world. I love trying to help all of our Bitcoin grow. And as always, you guys, remember, keep your Bitcoin safe.